everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach, and see if you can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. Of course, the conference series are already happening right now, but one team that we haven't talked about since they lost to the Brewers is the Chicago Cubs. And to me, this is probably one of the most complex issues for the Cubs, Austin, because Phillies, it's end of your time. Tigers, really one answer, and that's School Bowl. And then Yankees, it's like pretty obvious. But with the Cubs, it's been very interesting seeing the reporting. I heard an insider say that Kyle Tucker is most likely not going to return to the Cubs. And they made a huge trade for him just before this season.
Yeah. Obviously, they have a good bit of their players coming back next year that aren't him. For example, they have Dansby Swanson back. They have PCA, Seiya Suzuki, Matt Shaw, Michael Busch. A lot of their major players they will get back. However, that's a huge guy that they probably won't have returning. And for how the season went for them, they started off extremely hot, and then they kind of fell off towards the end of it. I would be shocked if they don't buy into next season because they've already bought into a lot of guys previously. Cody Bellinger a couple years ago. Before that, Yu Darvish. They've had consistent, let's just pick a guy up for a fair amount of money. But this offseason, there's not too many name brand players that are going to be free agents. What do you think their main concern should be?
That's probably pitching could be one. They have Shota Amanga, but I can't really. Justin Steele, I think, is coming back from surgery, like Tommy John.
Yeah.
But I think getting another frontline starter could really help for them. You mentioned they have a lot of position players. Personally, I would re-sign Kyle Tucker. He's someone that I think has really helped them and just elevated a lot of.
Do you think he's going to return?
Well, I don't think so. That's kind of where it's all been.
Yeah,
he's not going to return.
Well, Cody Bellinger's a free agent again. They could go back after Cody Bellinger's already been with the organization before. Other notable free agents are Alex Bregman, who has an opt-out. We don't know if he's going to opt out yet. Then there's Pete Alonso. There's Trevor Story if he opts out. There's JT Realmuto. He's a free agent. Kyle Schwarber is a free agent. That's about, and then obviously, like you said, Kyle Tucker. There's some other guys down there that are Gleyber Torres is a free agent. Josh Naylor after this year is a free agent.
Pete Alonso could be an intriguing option because I don't think they have a set first baseman for the Cubs.
Michael Busch played well for them this year.
Yeah, okay, so he's their first. Because it always seems like they've kind of alternated.
Busch played amazing this year. He had 34 homers, my bad. I think he's going to be their first baseman for at least the next couple of years, if not longer. Now, DH-wise, I mean, you have Suzuki potentially there. Their main DH was him, but that's because of how poor of a fielder he is. But I mean, Michael Busch has played some third base, but I wouldn't know if they would want to move him to third base or if they would just prefer to not have to go after a first baseman. He played third base most of the games he played in LA back in 2023, back with them. But this year, only played first base, except for a couple games which he DH'd. So I think one of the more interesting guys that they possibly could go for would be a Bellinger or another guy in the outfield like a Michael Conforto, who didn't play all that well this year, or a Tyler O'Neill, who also had a down year. But Tyler O'Neill with Boston a couple years ago, if Tyler O'Neill does opt out because he had a poor year, he batted 199 this year. But last year, he had 31 homers in 2024 with Boston. 31 homers, 135 OPS plus. And he used to be a great fielder back when he was with the Cardinals. So I think that may be another interesting guy they could turn to.
Yeah, and I think outfield an option could be Adolis Garcia with the Rangers. To me, there's been a lot of talk of the money he's making and how the Rangers want to cut down on payroll. And Adolis seems like a prime candidate that could be cut. Maybe the Cubs trade with the Rangers. So Adolis Garcia could be an option to fill right field. And to me, the answer for the Cubs right now is to buy in. It's just, are they going to do that?
I think their pitching is good enough. If you look at the guys that they're going to have return pitching wise, you did mention Justin Steele, and obviously they have Shota Imanaga as well. Matthew Boyd they have returning. Jameson Tyone. So they have McCade Horton, obviously, as he's extremely young. They have a lot of guys pitching wise. Their bullpen is pretty good. And most of the guys are going to be able to return. It's just maybe getting one more starting pitcher, and then filling out the outfield. I think Bellinger or Kyle Tucker will be the guy they end up getting. I don't think they're going to get Kyle Tucker, though. I think that Cody Bellinger could be a guy, though, because he played well with him previously. He was an all-star with him a couple years ago. And during that season, he was extremely impressive. So I could see him returning, but we'll obviously have to wait and see whether or not that's the case.
I'm just concerned from what you like. I agree, Bellinger would be cool to see back, but I'm just curious, what is his attitude? Because it seemed like he wanted to get away from the Cubs last year. He goes to the Yankees. I
just don't think that he. The Cubs were not paying him what he kind of wanted to be paid, I don't feel like. So it's going to be a money question more than it is like an attitude about being in Chicago.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's my question with the Chicago Cubs is you are the best scenario or the best thing for your team right now is a buying situation. Are they willing to do that? It seems unclear if they're willing to do that, which is surprising given just how much they've invested that you talked about earlier. And what else is there to do when you're this close to the NLCS?
Yeah. I mean, you're a game out, a couple runs away. I think it's buying in. However, it's a wait and see with the Cubs. They have done it in previous seasons, and it's middling success, but I think they will end up doing it if I had to guess.
I hope they do it because I kind of don't like the money question of, oh, this team's demonstrated success, and why not go invest the money now, see what they can do. Then you can always make the money back later in tanking and not paying guys later. So but I want them to buy. I think it'd be fun and it'd be interesting because the Brewers and them are division foes, and it was a great series. And yeah, I think pushing that against the best team in the MLB with the Brewers shows a lot, and it would be to invest. That's kind of all I have. Any final thoughts from you, and I'll let you close it out.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Please let us know what you guys think the Cubs will do. Will they buy in or will they sell high?